In this video, I'm going to show you how to put inhibitor or any other chemicals in a system via a radiator. If you enjoy, please drop a like, and if you want to see more service bits and gas works, be sure to subscribe and check out my channel. Before you start, you need to calculate how much heating water there is so you can put the right amount of inhibitor in there. Most containers say roughly how many radiators that one tub will do. This particular tub does 10 radiators. Firstly, you need to figure out which radiator you're going to use. So we're going to pick a tail valve radiator today, just because they have one and it's easier because the blanking plug is on top. But any other radiator is fine, assuming it has a new style blanking plug or bleed key as a new style that you can unwind the whole thing out. You want to isolate the radiator from the valves, so if it's a thermostat, turn that down to 0, and if it's lock shields, then wind them fully clockwise until they can't go no more, and that radiator is isolated. Now's the point you want to lay your dust sheet out, get some Blu-roll under there and a small container. And we're going to crack one of the nuts on the lock shields in this case and drain the radiator this way. Now you're going to need your bleed key. Open up that bleed valve and it will start sucking air in and should push the remainder of the water out. And then soon it should start to slow down. If it doesn't, the valves might be letting by and you may have to drain the whole system. You don't need to drain the whole radiator. Just have a look at your tub to see how much is in there, and as long as you've drained that amount, you can put that in there. It's good practice to drain a little bit more so you don't spill any. So the nuts are all tightened, no more water coming out. Got my blanking plug off. I can use my pre-made little flexi pipe with a funnel on and start pouring the inhibitor. Again, slowly does it. It might gurgle a little bit and you don't want to spill any. Once you've got the correct amount in, you can carefully unwind your homemade flexible funnel if you've got one. If not, some sort of funnel that will fit in that plug. Just a 15mm compression thread I've used, and that fits in there nicely. So unwind, put your blanking plug back in or your air plug, and then you can open up the valves so the water will flow back in. And this is the point you need to either repressurize or make sure the F&E tank is filling up your system again. Best way to do this is to open the bleed vent and you should have a hiss or get some air out, and then eventually you'll have water come out. Then make sure you've got no leaks, all the nuts are tightened up. Then you can turn your central heating on and get that inhibitor flowing around the system. There is a sticker on the bottle which has a date. I fill this out, and if there's a F&E tank, I stick it on there. Or if it's just a combi boiler, sealed system, then sometimes I put it on the back of the control panel, just so that if anyone does any work, at least they can see there's inhibitor in there, and then when they do the work, they can put inhibitor in after. That about does it for this episode. If you've enjoyed, don't forget to drop a like. And if there's anything you want to see, like how to service a boiler or a question about a particular boiler, even one that I haven't shown yet, leave a comment below and I shall get back to you.